Ferguson has a asking for assistance with crowd control, asking for a Delwood officer to respond. Can I send one? They just told me that they needed assistance on crowd control at Canfield and Copper Creek. Just start these. We're just getting the information from the news, and we just called Ferguson back again, and they don't know anything about it. So, 21 clear.
What's happening in St. Louis is not a coincidence. St. Louis was a state that they chose because they believe the most hostile type of Midwest places in America thus far. Now, if you go back in history and Google hostile or dangerous states to live in, St. Louis ranks in the top 5 to top 10, along with Detroit and Chicago. So the most hostile places to live that they say, those are the places that they want to market and try to get this race ride going. So they thought for sure when they went down there and sacrificed Mike Brown that this was going to kick off. Now, here's the sad part. Mike Brown was not just executed by CIA protocol cop, but it's believed that he's had help from the daddy. Now, just hear me out now. That's why I say the shutdown will come as a surprise. The surprise is people in your family selling you out, offering you to these corporations so they can get paid, man. This shit is wicked as shit, but let me try to break it down without going off to the utmost. You know how I get, right? So let me just chill and let me try to get this shit out the best of my ability. The same damn thing that happened to Trayvon Martin, his punk-ass daddy, this nigga's doing it. Now, I have compassion for anything and anybody if shit is done wrongfully. That's just the way I roll. And I don't give a fuck what race you are, man. Mike Brown daddy sit back and chopped it up with Al Sharpton. These Negroes, god damn, man. It's almost like I wish I could go there and just slap the shit out this nigga right now. And I mean, this is just fueling me. So, and now the mama is all, see, at first it was like a hurting situation. She was like, they killed my son, blah, blah, blah. You can see the hurt in her eyes. Now she's kind of frozen because they done told her how much money they're going to give her. Right? Look at some of them snips. If you ain't on my Facebook, then you should be. But however, look at some of the pictures that I showed you guys, how Al Sharpton was reaching over Mike and to communicate with the wife. He's sitting there with a frozen face with his hands in the fucking pyramid. I'm like, God, come on, man. This dude, it's almost like a clone of Tracy. What's that dude? Trayvon Martin daddy. Tracy Martin, not Tracy, the actor, but Trayvon Martin's dad. They damn near look alike, man. If I didn't know, I would swear it was brothers. Blood brothers. And then to let me know that this shit was a sacrifice, Trayvon Martin mama bring her ugly ass to St. Louis, and I'm calling her out because she's a bitch. I don't feel sorry for these motherfuckers, man. The only person that's hurting to me that I felt sorry for was Mike Brown. And here's the fucking kicker.
Okay. I think we're about to be arrested because we're standing on the sidewalk and you said you want to...
Move out of the way, sir. Move.
We've been standing here all day, sir.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so that's what's happening here. So people are here and they're standing on the... You can see what's happening.
And here's the fucking kicker. It is so sad that you're living in a house that you think people really love you, but somebody in that house looking at you for a sacrifice so that you can go up in the Mason Lodge. For Mike Brown's death, Mike Sr. making this deal with Al Sharpton in the Boulay, he's going to go up. And now, if you look in his face, just start looking at just go archive Mike Brown Funeral Family and just start looking at the daddy from here. See, the mama began to come along too because they done told her some good shit. But look at the daddy. See, the daddy knew what was going on all along. He's stone-faced. What I mean by stone-faced, no emotion. Even though he cried out and all that bullshit, acting. Look at him now, like Chris Brown look at me now. I know a lot of y'all checked out that R. Kelly video, right? It's not the time or place right now, but the daddy has a straight stone cold face of no emotions, man, because he knows what he's done. He knows what he's coming into. He's coming into some wealth.
Did it upset you that he was left out for so long?
Yes.
Is that something that still upsets you?
Yes. That wasn't. We couldn't even see him. They wouldn't even let us go see him. They just left him out there 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours.
Now, a lot of y'all probably saying, well, Yash, you kind of just jumping the gun. Y'all always say I'm saying that. I've absolutely got contact with Mike Brown's cousins. I told y'all I'm from the fucking Lou, man. Spent most of my life in East St. Louis, but I worked most of my life in St. Louis. So anyway, when I heard that shit, I already was like, come on, man. The motherfuckers that's looting, they're not even from East fucking St. Louis, Jew. Come on, B. These motherfuckers that out here looting in St. Louis, they're not even from there. The fucking CIA, FBI brought these punk-ass entrepreneur niggas to St. Louis to fucking loot, man. Shit, talk to the owners out there, man. Some of them shops was owned by black folk.
But local store owners believe people from out of town are responsible for the recent heightened violence and looting.
So they couldn't be from here. We have our validated customers, and every face yesterday was a different face.
Talk to some of the owners and the white owners. They said, we never saw these people before. When they showed the mug shots and shit, it's like, who are these motherfuckers? They don't live out here. They brought a bunch of thuggish looking black fuckers with khakis, dreads. They blend in, tatted up, and then they start bringing in some white kids to keep all that hostile going. Whenever you see skinny, this Lexus Al Sharpton snake ass, it's some fucking trouble. Whenever you see Jesse Faxon, his faggot ass, with his sweet ass Tranquility son, when you see these sons of bitches come to your neighborhood, it's some shit, man. It's some shit. And it was there for Mike Brown's daddy, recruiting his ass. And word has it that people in Mike Brown's family are part of fraternity sororities. See, I'm telling you can't keep hiding stuff from the... Now, you fucking people that's in this world, y'all probably wouldn't even caught that. But see, the righteous are on earth right now. You can't tell me that the Lord ain't putting the righteous people together. Because a lot of people is on this shit like flies on shit, and they peep that shit, man. And see, I was kind of light on it. I said, I know for a fact that Mike was killed unlawfully. I knew that. I also knew CIA, FBI orchestrated it. I knew all of that. So I was pretty much done with that because I knew how it was set up. When I showed y'all when I did the video call, I Don't Care, I showed y'all that picture that somebody took under the stairs. That was CIA. They orchestrated all that. They told the cop go stand over the body to make the people even more inferior. I knew that was a setup, but I didn't know the daddy got his 2 cents to put in it too until his cousin confirmed it. The shutdown will come as a surprise. Lord have mercy. I mean, this shit here, man. And then when I start thinking about how all these people keep coming up and coming up and coming up, I can really go back now. I can archive my memory and think of how many people in family households was college bound, a lot of professors, a lot of lawyers' families. I'm talking black families. And a lot of the sons and daughters was dying for no reason, like mystery death. Now that I'm older, I can get it, because when I was 18, 19, I knew a lot of college frats and a lot of college girl sororities, and their families was prestigious, and a lot of the siblings would die out. They did just mystery death, right? Nobody knew. Now that I'm wiser and understand, it was so the daddy could go up. It was so the mama could go up. You see that? So when you see a black established family, all white family, and their fraternity, sorority out, and they got high prestigious friends, and someone in that household died recently, or they died 5-10 years ago, the daddy and mama orchestrated that blood sacrifice. Now you see why the internet is so important for the righteous to connect. You can't hide nothing that's from the Lord's people. That shit is done and over with. Even if they shut the bitch down today, there's enough information that we got amongst each other that we know how this place rolls and rock. You see that? So they cannot pull the wool over our eyes.